Demonic? Megalo? Yeah? I think it's time. Oh, and the update today, this 413 update is brought to you by Dirk, the Prince of Dicks. Because we all know he's a dick. Okay? We all know this. Alright. Let's just have my little robot read this one out. Why? Just simply because because I don't even feel like I don't feel like reading his lines, so him being kind of robotic makes sense. Oh, autoresponder. Yep.
Well, well, well. Look who comes crawling back. Had your fill of splashing around in the narrative kiddie pool? Sick of its sterile, chlorinated, artificial reek, its mind-numbing placidity punctuated only by the occasional thrashing tantrums of whiny fucking crybabies and the shrill rebuke of the lifeguard? Ready to take the floatas off and dive back into the depths of the churning, primal ocean from which everything that matters in this story evolved, and to which it must inevitably return? Of course you are. Come join me, the water's fine.
Ugh. Even when we put the robot voice to it, it just he sounds like a bigger dick than he already is. I know, right? Oh, look at him walking, looking like he's so cool. Oh, I guess he's still talking. Should we? Bugsy, you should do it. No, no, no. I think we should keep him having the. Since it's just him talking, I'll do it. You've you've gathered. You've hopefully gathered by now. Things are happening, and they've been happening again for a while now. A certain handsome, a certain handsome somebody decided to get off his toned muscular ass to ascend to godhood for the sake of the narrative, for the sake of getting the narrative and all his little friends lives back on track. No, what you're trying to do is even worse. Bitch ass motherfucker. Smug as he wants to be, like usual. And oh yeah, we just think you calling your world detritus is pretentious. Yeah, it's no land of clocks and time. It's no land of chaos and time. But fuck, man, at least it's better. Detritus just says, I just don't care. Rose and I, Rose and I were beginning to lengthily and in the convoluted process of engineering our own races to populate detritus, meticulously tweaking our genetic profiles and their respective unconscious effort to create the creative species fit to conquer the next session. Well, Rose dr- did pretty early on the visual montage. Ugh, you guys made weird abominations. Yeah, and it kind of reminds me of the fucking horror terrors. Like, can I just say that? Can the German man just say it reminds him of the tentacles in our session, the tentacles that wouldn't leave me alone? Sorry, I still got a lot of trauma from that, actually. Okay, dude, calm down. No, but like it still creeps me the fuck out every time I go to sleep. I feel like literally. Sometimes I hear them whispering. I shouldn't hear them whispering. Did we leave the game? Well, technically, the horror terror still exists. Since we opened the door, the horror terrors kind of exist in our universe. Since when? Since we kind of left the game, I just didn't want to tell you. Bugsy, that's the worst thing ever. I swear to. think about it. I know what I think about it. Let's just keep reading. Okay. Visual montage. To spend time trading barbs and bumping uglies with who is supposedly impartial to the protractor of said contest. Yeah, don't remind us. It's weird. Okay. It's weird to me because Rose and Terezi have no fucking actual they got no chemistry. They're only there because they're both in shitty situations, and I guess they're connecting in that way. But it's like it just feels unprompted, unwarranted. Yeah, it feels like the original writers just did that to just be like, this is shocking. You know, we can break the fourth wall. We're the Bugsy Council. We can break the fourth wall. Okay. Trading barbs and bumping uglies. Next to the vacant meat sack that once housed her conscious, irresponsible, but credit where credit is due. It was irresponsible in a poignant, symbolic, weighty sort of way. The classic Rose shit. Rest assured. However, that since then, she spent at least as much time throwing herself into her work and cruising the occasional Caligula's brute. Does that mean the Rose and Terezi are still fucking? I think so. I don't think that's what that technically means, but I don't know. We don't know. We're too busy focusing on the others that we never really see everybody else. The last time we saw fucking Terezi is just like he just aired off Dirk and said, "Fuck you, mother." Well, she didn't say "fuck you, motherfucker," but that was the gist of that. But it's been a pretty good time. It's been a pretty good time, to be honest. Every now and again, I can feel her interest waning. Maybe because you took her against her will and stuff like that, just so you wouldn't be lonely. Let's be real. You didn't need Rose. You took her just so you wouldn't be lonely, motherfucker. Damn, Bugsy. All of us, the boss, AF, we all have our reasons why we don't like Dirk. Okay, we all have our reasons. Okay, you ready to read? Yes. Now let me just get into that douchebaggy way he talks. Hold up, let me get into that. But she's doing an incredible job cooking up witty retorts to my deep rhetorical questions posed. My not equally even if not even more bombastically inspired offspring, she has proven herself a worthy rival and a worthier collaborator. Her patience on this particular stage of our grand design starting to fray, but just as well. Both of us knew essentially of our I said that already. Both of us are essentially done all we feel we need to do. We can do to lay down the psychological foundation for for our chosen people. Yeah, that doesn't sound, you know. I feel like Gomamon wrote this shit. That last part, like, okay. Let's keep reading. Rose is growing discomfort with and desires to move on from this process to help curb the urge of mine that she identically identifies as deep-seated deep-seated to micromanage everything I care about. Yeah, that's Dirk to a T. A few days back, we both agreed that it was high time to get this fucking show on the road. We put out the finishing touches of our scions, and are just ready to drop them kicking and screaming into the wilds of this doomed planet. You know, it's fucked up that they're just creating life just so they can destroy it and make another session. I don't really even understand what would be the point of this, because literally you're just making another universe just so it can be destroyed. I mean, yeah, you're continuing the story, but like at this point, like on this level, it's like, what's the point? This is why we protect the Spurb. This is why we're protecting the Spurb disc. Hey, dudes, he's looking at us. Actually, give me a moment. I need to fix something that's been bugging me. Dirk, render yourself in an age-appropriate manner. Oh, whatever. You're tall now, fucker. Who cares? Yeah, seriously. Looks like someone's trying to overcompensate. Okay, so I guess this is just the new art style for the sprites now. It looks like. None remains to Dirk. All that remains to Dirk. What? Why are you? You're doing the thing again. And what's worse, what's worse is that of the at least having the decency to sprout out something new and interesting, instead you've chosen to waterboard the natural raw tissue of my think pan with an I can't even. Sometimes I can read Terezi shit. Other times I can create inspirative and superficially over carbonated narrative recap though. Well, it's a recap for you, but those who haven't checked in on us in a while, it's more of a stage sensing. Basically it's basically for them too, idiot. Your inability to shut up even when you actively champion the thing you need to get moving would be almost awe-inspiring if it wasn't so astoundingly obnoxious. Which it is, Terezi. It is. Terezi never lied on that shit. She ain't never lied, man. Jesus. I mean, we're reading it, and all I'm hearing is him droning on and on and on in my head with the freaking orange text. As Terezi, as you can tell, is decidedly less enthusiastic about this whole shindig, feeling unheard feeling a bit unheard and insignificant when confronted by the reality-shaking splendor of two gods. Dudes, we're gods here, and we don't act like this. Yeah, because even though we're gods of our perspective stuff, we don't act like we own anybody or we're like a superior to you. That's always kind of been a thing of what. That's always been kind of a thing with us. Yeah, you don't need to know who created. You don't need to know who created. You don't need to know that we created our universe. Even the people who live in our universe don't need to know that. But here we go. Two gods deep in their Genesis bags with little time to entertain her trivial mortal misgivings. Maybe the magnificent gravity. I love how he's just saying magnificent gravity. Okay, Dirk, we get it. You're giving yourself the old Give yourself the old low five to yourself. We get it. I love how we're just using innuendos to skate through this. Mm-hmm. Okay, where was I at? Trivial was you were at the magnificent gravity of this is lost on her entirely, as she seems to spend all her efforts avoidingly trudging through the mire of self-pity and principled dreadlock instead of getting into the fucking spirit of the moment. A little bit of appreciation, not only the opening lines of stupendously important chapter in the fucking history of everything, but her privileged role in it. Maybe she'd prefer if we were just media res and skip this shit right. This shit and skip right to. Yes, you petty vindictive jerk. I would vastly prefer that. Okay, hold up. Do your Terezi voice, demonic. Really? Sounds like a fucking witch, but okay. Specifically, given that it is something that you explicitly promised me that you would be able to do, and I will after Rose and I release our prodigy, the Detritus Wilds. I still don't like Detritus. It just sounds like he just didn't care. I mean, we just called our freaking universe Earth B to be real with you, and it's in the mock verse, but it's called Earth B, dude. And then we found the Tower verse, which is connected to the mock verse, and then yeah, true. True things. Still feels like he didn't try. Or just giving it that ironic name just makes it all the more better. For those of you that don't know what detritus is, let's give these people a little bit of a you know what bug. Of course. Let's give it to them. Meaning.
Detritus.
Just basically calling it trash, though. Again, didn't try. He never wants to try, but he wants to micromanage everything. Same old Dirk. Okay, we're gonna have to time skip. The three of us are gonna have to time skip forward 10,000 years or so. Don't want to sit around twiddling our thumbs like assholes waiting for our respective species to become sufficiently advanced. Oh, what is that even gonna look like? Guys, do we really even want to think about that? No. Oh God, no. Oh dear God. I'm already thinking about it. Oh shit, me too. Oh sweet Lord, what the actual? Oh God, why? Why? Are we all thinking the same thing? Yeah, pretty much. Oh God. Okay, okay. All right. We've simply advanced. Even so, even I'm not so much a micromanager that I'd be able to keep myself entertained for a millennia only with the trends to play with. Nobody has the patience for that. Besides, we have other important shit to get to. Also, you'd probably die of old age. I'm about to die of boredom right now. So if you're finished, so if you're finished monologuing and lecturing and generally being a self-satisfied, is it capricious prick, I'd be, I'd it. God, we haven't done the Teresi's shit in a while, so forgive us. So forgive the three of us, all right? It'd be grand of you to to drop the kids off in the dawn of their civilization and fire up the bullshit machine, launching us to the beginning of a new session lickety split. It's lickety. It's licks. Oh, it just said lick spit. It's lickety. It's lickety split. It's lickety split. Yuck. I'm pretty much done monologuing. A bit more lecturing and self-satisfied paprika prickery in me. So you're gonna have to sit tight for a little bit longer. Blah! Don't you blah at me. You think you could just roll up to the? You think you can roll up to my grand commencement speech and interrupt my triumphant expository flex? See, like this is the one thing I feel like most of the people that we deal with, mostly like villains we deal with, always trying to flex. At least with Dirk flexing, he has something to flex about, even though he's acting like a dickhole. True. Like honestly, I'm just like sitting here going, "Yeah, Dirk. Yeah, you keep talking your shit. Keep talking your shit. This is just you stroking yourself." He's stroking it to the west. He's stroking it to the east. Stroking it to the place he loves best. Flex sesh without taking some heat, lest you forget you've got a really important role to play in this. I'm taking up the helm of Terminal Command, guiding the Deltricians, the Deltricians civilization slowly and but surely towards the game. Rose tells me you've chosen the to automate. Yep. Ellipses, 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 ellipses. What? It's just a little bit disappointed. Rose and I put so much work into whipping up some zany dudes, some zany, adorable, fucked up little dudes. And the least you can do is tend to get a shit on how they turn out. was all the hand wringing about you worried about were were that Rose and I would become big cosmic tyrants with no regard for the the poor little mortals that buff that buffeted to and fro the victorious momentum, just virtue signaling. Alright, worst foreplay. Oh, come on, Dirk. No, we don't need to be. There's enough. Let's just say throughout Homestuck too, I've seen things that you wouldn't believe. Some things were weird. Some things were even weirder. And Friska just like slaughtered everybody, which was on. And you know this version of Friska just slaughtered everybody. So I'm just like, what the fuck? That's pretty low coming from you, Drizzy. I was expecting better from you. That that jokey but not really familiar guilt trip moo shit maneuver you might work on Rose, but it doesn't. But it doesn't mean shit to me. Wait a minute, it doesn't. Oh, I gotta do Drizzy. It doesn't mean shit to me. It doesn't. I mean, does it? Not that I need you to bust it out for you. Uh, I know you wouldn't abandon the electricians to the cruel march of time. Whatever whatever scant preparation you can imagine we gave them. You don't trust Rose or I enough to give a fuck about give a fuck about them despite your occasional procrastinations. You are, the most part, too good a person to just turn your back on them to let whatever happens happens. I trust automated suggestions you put in place and the conditional map prompting them were were thought through with the it's all. I'm sorry guys, the orange text is kind of fucking my eyes up because I'm like, okay, is it because I'm thinking I'm reading it, but I'm like moving around. My eyes are like moving around because of all this orange. Prompting them were thought through with an honest amount of touching amount of care, considering your misgivings. There's no doubt in my mind that if Rose and I hadn't basically knocked this creationism shit out of the park, the sons and daughters of Deletritus would make it to the game fine without even the barest phantom of your counsel. That's why I'm allowing you to do this. I didn't need your permission. Wrong. Oh, fuck off. And for the record, also, in your assertion, we don't care about them. You're wrong in the assertion that we don't care about them. We do. I do at any rate. Yeah, your personal generosity knows no bounds. For anyone who would be grateful to have a benevolent creator like you, one that'll ultimately ensure their planet is orbitally bombarded and their species driven to extinction, save for the few lucky juveniles. That's how this shit goes down. That's how this shit goes down for species. Luckily, that's how this shit goes down for species. lucky enough to fucking matter to Resi. Circle of Circle of Life and Kuna Matata Que Sera Sera. And you know it. I don't know shit. Play-Doh, nice. I hate all this philosophizing, but yet here you are, busting out certified classics to counter my rhetoric. Demonic, I got it. I don't know who Play-Doh is, and I don't give a shit. Is the best he had to offer couldn't have been worth that studying. Play-Doh was actually badass. But we're straying from the point. Originally, the plan was to pop every 100 years to check on the Daltrinian race progress and give you a better time to guide them manually, which I maintain would be fun, which I maintain would have been pretty fun, and would encourage you, probably fruitlessly, to give them to consider giving a go. But hey, you say you aren't feeling it. Fine, I can make concessions. I've got other agents in play. I've said I know you aren't going to risk fucking up your end of the work up. Okay. God dang. Sorry, the Jurassic voice Bugsy is like fucking me up. Hold up. You think reading this orange text is any good in my eyes? Dirk's a fucking bitch. I think on some level he knows we're reading, so he's just trying to fuck with us. You think he does? Probably not. I'm just fucking around. So I guess if like Rose shows up, I gotta read Rose. I guess. Okay. But I think it's just Resi and her. I think it's just Resi and Dirk. So you guys gotta read this shit. How can you be sure? Probably extended proximity of a shrillon delusion of your grandeur has given me the breaking point. Maybe because I'm just laying low. Warning your trust, I can completely ruin your plans for another session. I just feel like we shouldn't have no one should have another session. That's why in our universe we pretty much got the latest Spur disc and we hid it. We hid it from everybody, by the way. It's like we made sure that no one can get it. We hid it in the one place no one would find it. So yeah. And we got a few people on security every day, going in shifts, making sure no one takes it. But that's our lore. Ruining your plans for another session. Doing all I can to turn your scattered attention elsewhere. To disquantify this planet as a candidate, not only to protect the untold millions of the future, the trillions you plan to pulverize, but also for the satisfaction of shattering that stoic deadpan of yours. if just for one delicious moment. Thanks, Michelob. He's gonna kill her. Yeah, it's looking like that. God damn. Okay, let's keep going. We got a few more pages. Let's keep pushing it. All right. We gotta do this. All this orange is getting to me. All right. Here we go. I'm pretty sure one must feel pretty sure to imagine you won't. I'm sure, Terezi. If I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. Oh, hold up. What's this orange, man? Must be pretty good to imagine. Must be pretty good to imagine. Huh. But you won't. I'm sure. Hold on, everybody. Give me a moment. Sorry, guys. I had to go handle something for a minute. It gives us a break from all the orange text. But you won't. I'm sure, Terezi, if you did, I'd have to take you out of the picture and start again. Not only not that you value your own life that much right now. You should. You really should. But you and I both know you aren't here because I need you. You're here because you need me. You need this session to happen. You need a chance to fix the mistakes that got you that you've got in that wallet, burning a hole through your pocket. You made a lot of those, Terezi. But you know that besides the important being important, what you're doing is a chance to rectify one of them. And you aren't going to let that chance slip. I know what it's like to make hard choices for people you care about. To ruin your raw brain thinking about how to make things right. I've been doing that my whole damn life, which is true. It is true. Oh, it's completely true. The choices that you've been presented with are pretty fucking easy. And you're a real smart person. You're a very smart person. So I trust you to make the right decisions. That's all. I don't really feel like pontificating at you at any moment. Ellipses. Great. We're getting ready to kick this thing off, so all I have left to ask you. Do you think you've done everything you needed to do to prepare Eternal? We're counting on you. He's counting on you. Is he talking about John? Like, is the reason she joined the session was to kind of figure out a way to bring John back because you didn't want to go to fucking Jane, xenophobic ass? I believe so. Yeah. Everything's set up. I don't feel like being pontificated at anymore either. So I'm leaving. Once you and Rose get done philosophizing to each other, let me know Let me know so we can get this time, so we can get this bullshit time skip over and done with. I'll be in my fucking chambers. These chambers are shared, but whatever. Fuck you, Dirk. Yeah, honestly, fuck you. Oh, here we go. Okay, I guess I'm doing Rose. All right, go for it, Megalo. Go for it, Heinrich. You got this. You got this. Okay. It looks like you're good at being a motivational speaker. Well, someone needs to shake the rust off of her. She's getting nerves. She's getting nerves. Don't you mean nervous? Getting nerves right before the big game. We're never gonna make it nationals at this rate. Ah, fuck the sports. How quickly I've forgotten them. There's got to be some sort of penalty of sports penalty for forgetting sports. Oh, definitely. I've been very. Okay, this is getting weird. Do I really need to read this part? Megalog, you gotta read this part. Okay. I've been bad and need to be punished. Ugh. To preserve the integrity of sports. Okay, this is getting weird. Man, if this gets any weirder, folks, I'm gonna throw up. Because that line right there made me want to puke, and it's making Megalo want to hurl. Let's slip into my Jackass Sports Judgment Mime outfit, laying down the fucking law of sports. Let's stop talking about sports. Agreed. Let's stop talking about sports. Agreed. You like it? It's chic. I dig the return of the hood. You could deliver a whole hell of a lot cryptic prophecies under that sucker. Well, yes. But I figure if I'm to appear before our chosen people as a harbinger of their simultaneously doomed and salvation, I must look the part. I swear to fuck, dude. Why do I get weird vibes whenever Rosebot and freaking Dirk are talking? Like, this is starting to get real weird. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just looking into it deeply. I think that's what you are doing. You're looking into it way too deep. It ain't that deep, buddy. It ain't that deep. Okay. Do you feel the part? It doesn't matter what I feel. We have a job to do, and I'm trying to enjoy myself to the best of my abilities. Trying, huh? Frankly speaking, I've grown tired of Rose gestures. Okay, Rose gestures about the lab vats. An ontological triumph and failure base. Almost weary that I haven't seen from her in a while. It calls to mind exhaustion before ascending what seems like a lifetime ago. It faintly rings mortality in a way, and that concerns me. Yeah, because maybe she didn't want to be a robot, you bastard. Just fuck up and just Okay, man. Okay, Heinrich, calm it down. We gotta get through this. This fussing over tedious, minute, getting the baby's room ready. The prospect of this contest is entertaining to me for a time, but the longer it drags on, the closer we draw to the due date, the more it repulses me. Oh shit, I'm reading your shit. Ah, it's okay. I need a break. Okay. I'm glad we agreed that we're basically done tinkering here. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have the patience for any more of it. I can tell. I almost. I'm almost. I'm almost glad you elected to hear Terezi out the time skip, saving us all the hassle of guiding the Daltritons manually. I know it must be hard for you. It'd be okay. Hold up, we gotta read Dirk's musing bullshit. Hold up. It'll be incredibly easy for me. Just traveling and just traveling time forward at a frantic rate. Our pursuers are hurling towards us. They'll catch up to detritus far before it had a chance to birth any civilization. That it'll be a mess, especially due for the millennia after the fact. We'd we'd basically return the planet totally unfit for candidacy. We pretty much we in the localized time travel, but basically just Dirk just talking about the minute details. We're skipping this for a little bit. So I'm gonna just skip to here, and he's just talking about it, just doing as usual. I want the Deltritan Society to convince the cosmos what kind of civilization its soul-searching salt doesn't look into the night sky and wonder with curiosity in their hearts. It wouldn't do. It wouldn't do for them to exist in a world where the sun never sank below the horizon, where the stars didn't dance tellingly across the sky, revealing some sort of hard-hitting secret only astronomy can. Secondly, showing off. I've been really coming into my own power-wise. It's not just my heart abilities that have shot up a few exponentially longer exit ladders. Dirk? Of course, Rose isn't talking about the time skip. Isn't talking about the time skip mechanics. Reasoning behind it is the lack of precise control over the development that will result in as a consequence. I figure I take time to address the factor to you all before. Yeah, we kind of get it though. Yeah, thanks there, Sunshine. We actually do get it. Also, I'm stalling, which is uncharacteristically for me. I know. Almost like you don't want to do this, or you just want to draw this out. Probably because more meaty shit is gonna happen next month. Dirk, sorry, got caught up in something. Far be it from me to stand between you and your enigmatic somethings. You're welcome to stand wherever you like. Anyways, it isn't hard for me. It'd be fun, as I have to explain to the people. I'm willing to compromise on certain points. I will say it's unfortunate to make you hear them instead of a complainer on retainer. What can I say? I don't feel particularly inclined to play house right now. Not even with me, not even with you. It's beautiful. She ain't down with your bullshit. Okay, we got some good little pictures right here of Rose and Dirk walking. It's just every time I see Rosebud, I just get sad. I know, right? Well, neither of us says nothing at all. Rose turns to the lab and leaves the lab. An orange, billowing stream of orange. I follow after her, and together we leave the mouth of the cave, making our way to the steps into a cliffside that burrows into. I'm glad they finally let go of the orange. God damn, I can finally make out these words without fucking screwing up. To the cliffside that burrows and finally until finally cresting in the plateau and wordlessly seated together on the edge of the cliff. Look over at one of the Detritus's vast alien oceans. Wait, what's with the oceans, you might ask? Well, it's going to become apparent that the Detritus were to be terrestrial offspring. If roses were going to be aquatic, which I figured would play a more active role in their development, it felt appropriate to me that our base of operations would straddle the land and sea. Existing at a precise between the two competing lands, I elected transport via bullshit, of course. Our humble grotto and the wreck a thesis to these cliffs overlooking the sea. We might watch over our children. Oh God, this is so weird. Yeah, knowing Dirk and Rose's connection to each other, it's even weirder. I mean, I'm glad we're all saying it because, fuck, it is pretty weird. Anyways, more subtly dramatic and liminal. Some plain fucking thinking somewhere in the middle of nowhere. However, any effort which isn't in so far, which it was one which wasn't me, seems to have been in the most irrigate into the local biosphere. I cannot say words today. Working our respective game plans, but never got around to replicating or approximating seagulls. I guess I'm not gonna bother. It doesn't particularly feel like home much anymore. We sit side by side, watching the horizon. Rose is hard to read. I begin to feel a twinge of vexation that I've been all too aware. The trillion of iterations of myself dreading rearing its head again. The fear that my plan isn't understood and my efforts appreciated, that I'm alone again. I worry she's slipping away, disinterested in our time together, and I'm not willing to lose her. Oh, Dirk's lonely, kind of like Seto. Exactly like Seto. You know what's funny? Dirk and Seto act a lot alike. They really do. Hey, at least you two don't have the dishonor of knowing that knowing that knowing that your gut was settled like I do. Is that the reason you really hate Dirk? She just reminds you of her? Something like that. I think it is something like that. Thank you for taking me with you, Dirk. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna get. Please don't get weird with us. If this does get weird, Bugsy, just solve me, dude. If this gets weird, if this gets weird, I'm putting my hood on, and we're just all gonna pretend like this didn't happen. Guys, it probably isn't that bad. Okay, we need to just chill. Okay, let's be smart about this. I may be less enchanted with this stage, but it's important to know. It's important I know it's important. Just straying dangerously close to a lot of things. I'm trying not to fixate right now. Wounds of the flesh, for me, as summed up, for my myriad of legions on my part, home, family, petty little things, personal things. Those things are important too. Not as important as this. Is. For all my temporary discomfort at the prospect of settling down on detritus, what could barely be loosely considered a family with Please again, do I have to read that? Yeah, dude, we're almost done. Let's get through this. I ain't want it. Ah, God. Over. I know you're behind us. You mind throwing me into one of your black holes for like an hour? I need to purge this from my fucking mind. Ugh. Scheiße. It's fucking stupid. And gross. Don't forget. I'm just gonna say it. Gross too. Okay. You good? I'm good. I want you to know my heart is in what we're working towards. Technically, you don't have a heart. Shut up. I'm happy to be here with you. I'm glad it didn't say what I thought it said. We're ready to get too fast. That's why. We're not drifting around in a constrictive pond, getting caught up in the trivialities of politics and celebrity and romance, but saving the universe. Saving the fucking universe. Relief through the immense wave of relief and unfathomable pride. It's almost paralyzing as I just sit here for a while. The grateful my shades and their ability to protect me from making eye contact with my daughter. Yep. Who is in the moment as brilliant as the aspect adorning her hood. I should tell her, well, you're welcome. Yeah, that's all you could actually muster. Yeah, Dirk's not really the emotional type. She scoffs at my bare bones response. I'm forced to marvel at her ability to communicate so weightily, to convey a minutely response, specific blend of emotions and understanding and affection, acknowledgement and encouragement, and so many more, all in the hardware of a literal machine. She's an incredible person, and to my credit, I'm an incredible engineer. At any rate, Rose might be beating my ass in the emotive front. I'm still capable of articulating myself well enough, and I better start soon because I'm going to look like a real fucking dork. Oh, Dirk, you already look like a real fucking dork. Yeah, Kamina wants his fucking everything back, dick. Guys, let's just read it because in a weird way, we can kind of understand him a bit. Yeah, in a weird, twisted way, if we all did what he did, fucking bullshit. Bugsy, you and the boss are ultimate selves of each other. Yeah, but unlike Dirk, we're not using that shit just to be like, ha ha ha, we're gods. It's not that. It's not a simple thing to do. It's not as simple as that. I think. I don't think there's any. There's anything I'd rather be doing. There's anyone I'd rather be doing this with than you. The rest the rest of them don't have it in them right now to even understand what we're fighting for here. They can't grasp the stakes. Even now, they're on their way here, actively trying to stop us. Catching, they'll catch. They'll probably catch us before we even make an entrance into the game. I won't insult you by asking, if you're okay with. You're gonna be okay when the time comes to face them, demanding answers that they won't accept. They won't accept the questions they aren't even asking because I know that they will. So I'm glad. So I'm glad to have you with me. I'm glad you understand. Oh, this is. I mean, is it cute or are they being weird? I don't know. I don't know. Bugsy, finish it up so we can get out of here. I'm doing this all for us. I'm doing this for us. Fucker, you are not doing this for all of us. Yeah, fucking stow that shit. Like, honestly, you dick. You're doing this because we all know what you're afraid of. Tender moment with Rose aside for a minute. Yeah, damn near almost kind of incestuous in a sense. I don't know. I'm just feeling that vibe. I'm sorry. Me too, dude. You're not the only one that feels some sort of weird. I mean, the boss is probably going to talk about this in a more normal context, without us with our god tier shit and all this. I'm just, oh god, I need to go wash out my fucking eyes. You're not the only one. I just want to go. Making me want to go back to hell and just go back into my sink and just wash myself. I feel fucking dirty. Like, we did get a peek in Dirk's brain, but like, still, the way he's going about everything is still kind of wrong, but to him, he thinks he's doing the right thing. And I feel like, yeah, in some regard, maybe he feels that way, but it's dumb. Okay? All this whole plan is dumb. To us, he doesn't really have a leg to stand on. Because all I gotta say is, you'll leave your friends, you made Rose into a robot, all for this. Dumbass. Critical dumbass. Well, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Bugsy? Play us off, man. Hold up. Hold on. Okay, this is Bugsy Prime, and we will see you all later. I hope you enjoyed this. Happy 413. Dirk, this is maybe a sweet moment, but it feels kind of creepy. I'm sorry. We feel that way. Most of us feel that way. So, yeah. Well, we'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the chapter. It was pretty interesting, and we got to see Terezi do some shit. So, yeah. Doesn't seem like Terezi may do anything. I guess she's doing this for John, though. Looks like. I guess we haven't really figured out why though, but it is what it is supposedly. All right, guys, I believe we're done here. We'll see you guys later. Peace and happy 413 everyone. Happy 413 everyone. Hope you're drinking a lot of Faygo. Hope you're drinking that orange juice out of the closet. Just have fun, dudes. And if you got any trolls on us, show them shits. We'll see you guys later. We are the Bugsy Council. We are God tiers, and we are out of here. Peace.